We're not trying to make fast whiskey or cheap whiskey. We're trying to make good whiskey. Sourcing good ingredients, using quality pot stills that are made in Spain and Scotland. Going through the extra steps and sourcing our ingredients, getting to know the people who grow those ingredients, it really is something that we take a lot of time in. And so I think that's been reflected in the product that we actually put out. Whiskey is a long-term product. You put something in barrel and you let it sit there for 3 years, you let it sit there for 20 years. And, that's the fun part about this thing that we call whiskey. What's really important for our brand is staying true to the fact that we source 100% of our grains now from California. The fact that I can build relationships with local farmers. We've got a malt house in the back of the building, so building relationships with people has really been a large part of what we've done. Then taking that a step further in sourcing non-GMO grains, sometimes organic grains, that gives us an opportunity to really sort of give money to something that we believe in. But it's also about creating something that's true to yourself. And so to create a product that supports a local ecosystem like this, that goes all the way from the farmers that we source it to, but that goes all the way down to the bartenders who pour the drink at the end of the line. How can we raise this thing we call a California ecosystem? What can we do to better ourselves? It's a really, really exciting prospect, and it's something that, again, the fact that we have in the future to be able to create this sort of 5-mile whiskey. Right now it's a 40-mile whiskey, but I want it to be a 5-mile whiskey. I want to grow grains locally. I want to source locally. We originally started making rye whiskey to start, and then soon thereafter started getting into bourbon. The versatility of that spirit and the ability to be able to actually do something really fun with it, that's fun, that's exciting. But it's also been created by people who are humble. We don't have all the answers yet. We've only been open for 10 years. We're trying to accrue as much information as we can. We work with a ton of master distillers, which have guided us in the right path so far. And I really feel like we've now been to a place where we can create something that will ideally, be emblematic of a place that we created in. And again, thinking about the way they do things in cognac, the idea is you're creating a brandy today for your kids to drink, and your parents created a brandy for you to drink. And so it's constantly about moving that path forward, and that idea and those feelings are something that it's really authentic, it's really real, and it's something you can't fake. And I love that about distilled beverages, and in particular, I love that about whiskey.